Guys, we are giving away this bike. If you wanted to learn more about it, check out the link below. Also, we have a lot of cool exclusive content.
What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles.com. We have a 2005 Harley Davidson Softail Deuce. The Deuce. Man's on his pipes. It's actually a pretty clean bike. Check it out. Check it out. Let's take it for a spin. This is it's an 05. It is carbureted. A lot of guys who were all about they like the old carbureted bikes. About 12,900 miles. Low. Me, well, fired up pretty good. Battery's a little bit low, but in most cases, if the carburetor bike runs good, I can go either way. Oh, they got the fuel gauge in there. That's nice and clean. Flush mounted gas cap. It's been a long time since I rode a Deuce. The last one I had, I didn't like it because it kind of ran a little rough and the color was ugly, and it was my first Deuce. But I've definitely seen some Deuces that I liked. I know that sound. I'm very aware that sounds funny. For you like 12-year-old kids, you're giggling right now. He likes Deuces. Actually, a clean bike. It's got a lot of chrome on it. The lowers are chrome. It's got crazy low miles on it. 12.5. That's insane. And I really like the color scheme. I don't know why, but the Deuce always felt like moving it around and picking it off the stand. I didn't really notice it back then, but it always just kind of felt like a heavier bike. It's got a real long gas tank, not as wide as the other, Softails, like the Heritages. When you ride it, you definitely feel like you're pushing around a little more weight. It kind of adds to that stability of it, you know. But it's actually in the corners. I mean, it's really nimble. Like, and I'm kind of blown away how loose it wants to just throw into the corners. Like, it's very impressive. Something I like about it is that it doesn't have floorboards. It's got pegs. I mean, the Heritage has floorboards. The Fat Boy normally has floorboards. I mean, you can see I can get much lower with this. You wait for me, lady. I can get, if I was that low right now, normally I'm dragging floorboards, but because this has pegs, it's not. It's got a real nice sound to it. It's a cool bike. This bike has won me over. Really looks good too. They said they just had it detailed before we got it. Now, the reason a lot of guys like carbureted bikes over fuel injected bikes is because they can work on them. Now, my response to that is you don't need to work on fuel injection. It just works. But there's still a lot of guys that, you know, hey, if that's their thing, they want to be able to take apart the carb. It's very accessible on these Harleys. One carb right out there, right out of the side of the V. So it's very accessible to work on. But the nice thing about this bike is it pull the choke, fire it up. Now I will notice, and I think this This might be something in the adjustment, and I could probably do this when I get back. But when you pull the choke out, it wants to creep back in right away. There's a little adjustment little adjustment thing that you can adjust to make that thing a little bit tighter. This bike shifts very nice. Transmission feels, the gearbox just feels great. You know what, that one bad Deuce that I had kind of ruined me for Deuces, but then I hop on this and I'm like, wow, this is a great bike. It's got a very unique seat on these where it's very scooped, you know what I mean? So it kind of feels like a what's that brand? Not Mustang, but the one that, like, a Corbin. It kind of feels like a Corbin Seat from factory. It's got that scoop in there, so you have that, like, lower lumbar support. But what really baffles me about this bike is just how nimble it feels. I mean, it's a Harley Softail. No one's ever like, yo, Harley Softail, super nimble bike, but it just wants to throw down in the corners. And because it doesn't have floorboards, which I like it doesn't have floorboards, it's got plenty of clearance. The Deuce, the most underrated Softail. You don't see very many Deuces out there. Guys, I've got the words of wisdom. Let's throw it out. Words of wisdom, John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Alright guys, I'm actually pretty impressed with this bike. And sometimes I hop on bikes and I'm like, I don't like this bike. But then I'm like, wow, this is a great bike. The Deuce. Now, if you're gonna ask me how to spell Deuce, I get the E's and the U mixed up. Alright guys, let's look at it one more time. Check out the walk around video. It's a very, very clean bike. This thing will not last long. It's got low miles, looks good. I'm Sean, and remember, it's not what you're riding, but where you're going. Yeah! What's up guys? Sean here from Srkcycles. Click here to subscribe. Click here to check out our new Bikes and Beards channel, and click down here to see how to win a motorcycle.